You already know what you need to do in order to change your life. So the question is, why do you keep falling back into the same patterns? Why can't you make improvements? Well, for me it all started in 2023 when I first started off with my history YouTube channel. My friend had messaged me and I sat down in my bed and I was reading his message. He said that he had gotten 1,000 YouTube Shorts views on a football short. I was really impressed because I had been getting into video editing at that time and I hadn't been able to pull more than 100 or 200 views on TikTok sometimes. But then it would always just flatline. But this time I decided that if he could do it, I would do it as well. So I go on to CapCut and I edit my first ever piece of content that I would upload to my own history YouTube channel. And it got 2,000 views. I can still remember what type of video it was. It was a guess the flag with the earth spinning and rotating in the background. I got 2,000 views and around 10 subscribers from that first ever video. And I got really motivated, fired up, sent him a screenshot of my YouTube video and how it had performed. I was really impressed because I had never ever encountered something like this before. So I decided to keep on doing this because I was riding the motivation that I had from this one. And a few months later, in April or May, I decided to quit because I had just seen from a top 7 ways on how you can make money online type of video that you should do motivational videos because then you can sell them something, a product that is related to motivational videos. So I quit my history YouTube channel and decided to go into the motivational space. How do you think that ended up? Not very well. I actually didn't make that much progress. I went on to go about to attract around 400 or 500 subscribers, but then I just quit. And all of the summer of 2023, I was just flicking from one thing to another, having this shiny object syndrome. Shiny object syndrome simply means that you're moving from one thing to another, just riding kind of like the motivation as I described earlier with the beginning parts. You get a new idea and you're really hyped up for it, but then you just quit all of a sudden. And you may realize that you are a bit similar because sometimes it's very hard for you to choose what business model, what workout routine to do, what habits to stick to, whatever you're trying to pursue. Most of the time, especially with social media, you get this type of information overload where everybody is feeding you the right and the true answer to the problem that you're currently facing. And with my exact blueprint that I'm going to tell you right now, I promise you that you will never have to struggle with consistency ever again. You have to understand that if you're doing a great habit or something that is going to improve your life, you're in something what is called the J curve of success. For example, with my physique, in the beginning I wasn't really making that much progress, but I was putting in the work, I was putting in the work, I was putting in the work. I wasn't seeing any results until you almost get this overnight success. You get a lot of progress in a month. And you think to yourself, how could I have made tons of progress in 1 month when I hadn't made any progress at all before this? But what you have to understand is that success looks like a J. You're going like this, you're going down a little bit, and then you're going up and you're exploding. Because for me, in my strength, I remember that I was at a plateau in my bench press. I had hit 72.5 kg in April last year, and my goal for the year was to hit 80 kg. So it looked quite great actually. I had a pretty great plan in front of me. But from all the way to April to November, I was stagnant at 72.5 kg bench press, which isn't bad or anything. But it just haunted me that I wouldn't be able to accomplish my goal if I didn't improve rapidly. So I decided to quit what I was doing. And what I basically done is I just rewired myself and I started to improve my bench program basically. So I followed the structure of people who were much stronger than me and I just iterated. And now, a few months later, like from November, I was actually ill for about a month and I came back in November and then I actually struggled with 60 kg. And now I'm at almost 90 kg, I'm at 87 kg. And that's just the power of persistence and consistency. You have to just realize that whenever you are consistent, you're building your future self up for success. Just realize that, and I promise you that you can make so significant progress that it's almost going to be unbelievable. So realize that the results might be small in the beginning, but keep in mind that you have to have a sense of humility. You have to realize that you're not where you want to be yet, but you just put in the work and you keep on doing. And once you have that humility and you're able to actually express, like, I'm not where I want to be, but then you can actually start acting, because if you aren't humble, it's very, very hard for you to actually make progress, because you have to lower yourself enough to be able to say to yourself that, okay, so I need to make my bed, I actually need to clean my room. I have to start with the fundamentals, which is another point. You have to start with the small things that are very, very boring. For example, when you get home from school, if you have a bag with yourself, just unpack it, come up to your room and basically clean it up if it isn't already cleaned, because you have to just master these small things in life. Because once I did this, I could actually move on from, first of all, I started to make my bed. I obsessed over these small habits that I could actually do to improve myself. Then I moved from one thing, which was making my bed, cleaning up my room, making sure that, like, I had a habit tracker on my wall so I could track my progress. Once I did that, I could actually improve myself even more, because then I could take on another challenge. So basically what I did was that after that, I went on to a few more habits, like for example meditation. I stopped eating candy, I quit video games. Then I moved on even further and I started my history YouTube channel, and then I started my self-improvement YouTube channel, and then I got my first ever coaching client. You see how it all starts with the fundamentals. And if you start with the fundamentals, I promise you that you will master your potential in some time. And if you want my personal guidance on how you can actually, like, get more consistent, and if you feel a little bit lost or don't really know where you, like, what you can do to improve yourself, I can actually help you. If you book a free call with the link in the description, I'll help you out completely for free. Like, I will get you an entire blueprint on exactly what I did and what you can do to basically get faster results than I did. And I really, really do hope that you got some value out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.